some comic stuff, I feel like.
Yeah, they need more comics. So
yeah.
We'll be talking about comics for a little bit too, because that's what Ben wanted to do. So yeah, welcome to A Toy Kind of Mood 260. We're chilling here. San Diego, Paul's in LA, Mark's in who the hell, parts unknown, right?
Rhode Island, man.
Bro, no, I know where you're at, bro. That's where, you know, that's my old
near your hometown.
Exactly, dude. Yeah, happy Yojo June, everybody. Week 2. Is Hasbro playing it a little too safe? We'll talk about that. We see some comments already. Let's get right into it. No fancy intros this week. We're just chilling. Dimsa on Attack 'em. About to get it rocked. That's right. Eben Foster. Yes, they're playing it way too safe, in my opinion. What do you think, Mark? I'll go right to you, my special guest friend, returning on A Toy Kind of Mood. They played it too safe in week 2. Are you cool with what they did? Without getting into specifics, we'll run through all the figures in a little bit.
Oh yeah, way too safe. Super boring. Not loving it. Not feeling it.
Okay, we're ready for a steamy evening. I'll go to you, Paul, real quick. No specific figure stuff, but like overall, played it too safe.
Absolutely. Meh. It was just a recap.
Could it have been an email?
Yeah, absolutely. That's funny because you texted the group thread. You were like, "This could have been an email." I was like, "Nailed it."
I'll give them credit though. Once I did watch the 30-minute interview, which had some classified stuff going on there, and we'll talk about that in 2 seconds. But once you do watch the half-hour interview and then the 15 to 17-minute thing with Dan Larson, then there you go. You got 40, you almost 50 minutes of stuff, but a lot of it is comic. And I think they kind of played it right there. But we'll get into that in 1 sec. The biggest news of the week, though, just a shocker, guys, a shocker right here. I'm baffled that there was no Mauler. We had all roads leaded to the Mauler, and unfortunately, you see our good friend of the channel on the right confirm that there is no Mauler this week. And then 5 guys with cookies for fries right here. They said Mauler's not confirmed. No, we love you, circle of jerks. But yeah, look, no Mauler. This is the end of class. I feel like selling off my entire collection because I was lied to. I was lied to. You're the one with the scoops, Mark. What the hell happened? I thought we were getting a Mauler, man. What the hell?
I don't know, man. They're way too cheap for that, but you kind of knew that.
But we said it was possible, and there were. Do you think? Look, I want to get your opinion on this anyway. If there is a classified Mauler, is it too big to be made to order, which is the rumored Thunder Machine for the last week, probably for Comic-Con at this point? But do you think if they did do a Mauler, it's made to order, or is it just too big? It has to be a HasLab.
I think they think it's too big. I think it's fine for made to order. There's no reason why.
Right.
If Ramen Toys can make a tank for $200, Hasbro can make a tank for $150, and maybe 200, which is I think what the Arctic Hiss was. And just don't put bells and whistles in it, and don't put it, and then it's fine. And I'd buy one. I'd be happy because I don't want to spend $350 on a Mauler. Because I don't think a Mauler would be a very exciting HasLab.
No,
just because you can't open it up and do a lot. Whereas like this tank had the back, you can open it up, you can get inside it. To me, it would be kind of boring for a HasLab, but it is too big for like on the shelf thing,
Mm-hmm.
I heard we are getting some sort of made to order thing. Is that correct? Is that what you've heard?
We've heard that there'll be a made to order, but at this point, I think all roads lead to a Thunder Machine made to order at Comic-Con, because we're not getting a HasLab. And if it's a Thunder Machine, has to be. We've been talking about it since the channel started, but I mean, as far as it coming to classified, it feels like 3 years, probably 2, that we've been strongly talking about it. And every time we just feel it's coming, it's not. It has to be the most anticipated. Now that Hooded Cocoa is out of the way, and that was a big splash week 1, And I'll get your overall thoughts on Yojo June at the end of the show. But as far as Thunder Machine has to be number one, right? For the most anticipated thing. I mean, no one's going to get a flag. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
What do you think, Paul? Is there something more anticipated than a Thunder Machine for you?
Actually, yes. I want a water vehicle. And so my question is, what if they surprise us and the made to order turns out to be a moccasin, not a Thunder Machine? Because, hey, Mark, you had the moccasin on your leak list.
Yeah. True. And most of the leak lists, except for the vehicles, has really come true. There's only been the things that have not come true. It just doesn't seem like they want to make vehicles, which is like really upsetting.
Well,
but yeah,
found out that you found out.
Just about everything has come true.
Well, I was going to say right here, he says, what's left on the list? Thunder Machine and Watermark. And I was going to say, they found out that you found out. So they're like, let's delay it.
Yeah. Thunder Machine. I think that's it. I think that's all that's left. Thunder Machine, Watermarks. And I can't remember anything else that they told me that. Oh, the snake armor, repainted snake armor.
Ooh,
oh, yeah.
Okay.
Which we absolutely will do, of course. They're going to do a blue snake armor. But the person told me there's dire tech in it, and that seems really crazy. Like, that's a thing that if that's true, that would be very unusual, and that would be something nobody would predict. You know what I mean? So they definitely have it in. So maybe they, so we'll see. I don't know, but they'll definitely repaint the snake. There's no doubt.
Because of course. Every mold has a purpose. Is this your buddy?
Who is the? Yes, it is.
Okay. I was like, man, we're really getting into it.
Ouch, dude.
Occasionally we got some heaters, but I'm glad that it's a little too early for that right now.
He's friends.
Hey, you know what? Genghis said it. You can get a Mauler right now. It is confirmed. It's vintage and it's on eBay, but still, it is confirmed. We just want that. We want to have some fun, but I think if they did two made to orders, I mean, I think a watermark feels way too. It just feels retail to me. Like we got the Fortnite boat. How can that all be a made to order now? What do you think?
Yeah, but you saw how they might be a little gun shy with that. You saw how that Fortnite boat sat and then got discounted. I mean, people were picking them up for $15, $12 at Ollie's, $15 on Amazon. So, I mean, they might be a little gun shy with that now because of that. But I don't know. It feels like to me it's going to be a made to order.
Gotcha. Cool. All right, let's take a step back and just mention that the rest of the as I did mention, the rest of the fan stream went up today. If you do, if you want to connect the dots, it's all G.I. Joe related, and they did kind of talk about Energon figures at the end. I thought it was funny though. I don't know if you guys kept up with Yojo June last year. The comic segment just ran, and people were upset. Like the vocal minority. I think a lot of people are, even if you're not reading the comics, you're not gonna get that mad. But a lot of people I just want toys, I just want classified, and Ben read that, man. He's been transparent. He knows what ticks, what doesn't. Hasbro has to do this, but I'm glad they do because I'm a fan of the comics. Are you guys all? You guys are all caught up on the Dreadnought War Energon universe and everything?
I'm one issue behind the Crystal Ball issue that came out because
Well, that was like a week ago or a week or two ago. Mark
caught up. 100% caught up.
I did think it was funny that he edited the fuck out of that segment to the point where none of it made sense. It was just like, all right, Josh said 4 words, Tom said 4 words, and then it was like, all right, back to toys. Like, you guys don't care. Like, I was just like, geesh. But I did appreciate that. You know what I mean? Like, he knows his audience. Sometimes people are tone deaf. Ben is not tone deaf. Say what you want about BMAC, but he has his finger on the pulse.
Yeah, I would have just either don't put it in and keep it separate, or
I think he had to put it in. He had to put some of it in. That's part of the.
Or put the whole thing in.
Like
last year, he put the whole thing in, and it was fine. You can watch it, or you just don't. It was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was the right move to cut it down because you know, Yojo June, people focus on the toys. Everybody wants to talk about the toys, see more toys, right. Even if it is just a recap of, hey, here's some pictures of the renders we revealed last week.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
But I also thought it was interesting that, you know, he didn't make people sit through the interview, and he mentioned that because he said, you know, not everyone's in the comics, whatever. The interview is really good. And BMAC did talk about how he said, here's the interesting part of this interview for toy people. He said he can maybe influence a character or two that needs to exist in the classified series because it's getting that extra marketing lift from comics. Like it's bringing more awareness to it. You know, it's not a TV show, which it will be soon. It's not, you know, we're not talking about movies or anything, but it's still a marketing lift. And he did address that. He hears us about the Energon universe. He's like, I get it. I want one too. But he did mention an important thing. He says Energon is adult based.
Yeah.
And this is still classified at the end of the day, even though it's us, 30s, 40s, 50-year-olds, sometimes 60s, collecting these toys. They still on the package say they're for kids. So when you have an adult comic with brutality, violence, and all that, it's not like Max Punisher or anything.
Yeah,
but you know, they did say that there's some paperwork to happen. You know what I mean? You can't just come out with them, basically.
It's weird though, because it's like no kids buy these things. You know, they're $25, they're $30. You know, I have kids, and when I take my kids out to the store, I'm like, yeah, it's $25 is your max. You know, I'm just not shelling out. And then I go buy myself like $150 worth of shit.
That's fair.
Paul, your take on that though, like how these comics that we have, these lovely, lovely comics, highly recommended. I haven't gotten to read Mask yet. That just came out yesterday. But yeah, they're awesome, but they are for adults, and this is still a toy line, and I think they're trying to figure out a way to incorporate that. How, with him saying they're adult, how do they incorporate? And now that we know Rugged Duke isn't this Duke, at least that's what the leaks say, or whatever the intel. How do they incorporate these adult line into classified? Like
I could see this going the way of perhaps they keep those all as, you know, Pulse exclusives, that kind of thing, where it's not on shelf next to the ones that say 4+, you know, in store. I mean, that could be a workaround to make it work, because I mean, let's be honest. And one of the reasons that fans want this so much, want figures from this comic line, is because the adult approach they're taking with the Energon comics really does feel like a version of the brand that grew up with us, instead of still trying to be some, like, you know, hokey 80s kids thing.
Yeah. Well, I feel like the brand in your head always had blood and guts. You know, it's like you don't have a character like Lowlight and you call him a Night Spotter. And it's like, even as a kid, I remember thinking, I'm like, he ain't a Night Spotter, he's a sniper. His job is to just blow people's brains out from few thousand yards away. And it's just like you got a guy with a chainsaw. I mean, the most G.I. Joe weapons just do not lend themselves to the idea of, you know, this is PG.
100%. 100%. But yeah, I thought that was, you know, it was a great interview. If you're really into Energon, it's cool to get Josh and Tom. They're amazing, man. Like the stuff they got planned out. Even Joshua tipped off, Josh Williamson tipped off, like he's got a story for Shipwreck, so that'll be cool. And Tom's killing it on the covers and the book. I mean, that he did this Duke and Optimus, and you know, they're both kind of guys that are on the down. You know, he made that connection too. So just a sick series, highly recommended. Even if you're not into comics, you're gonna see classified designs. Matt Tracker has got to be one. That screams PulseCon. You know, we know we're gonna get. You know, there's no more PulseCon. We're getting Tomb Raider, Lara Croft, but man, that could be a cool PulseCon reveal. Matt Tracker, or maybe the end of Yojo June or something, right? Matt Tracker would be good.
Yeah. And you know, even like with, you know, not to get ahead too much, but like the Action Man thing, I mean, that opens up the door for them to do a whole subset of classified for mask, you know?
Yeah.
Like they change the packaging and then it says, you know, from the makers of classified or whatever on the back, how they said. So, I mean, yeah, there's lots of opportunities here.
Yep.
And you can
And
just
then-
do it very easily. Just bleed one in, you know, just bring one in, you know, just
Yep.
I don't know why they won't do a vehicle too, because the Thunderhawk would be, you know, retail size vamp. And I feel like that would kill, you know.
Oh yeah, people would eat that up.
Shit.
Yeah, I think you'd have to do it Pulse exclusive or something, or fan, you know, maybe fan channel eventually. But I think they got to tread water lightly. Perfect segue, Paul, though, because you talked about that signature packaging for mask, and they made sure to let you know, like, look, this is not your typical
Yep.
GI Joe classified packaging here. Like it says, you know, made from the creators of GI Joe classified on the back. And it's, you know, it's still got the same sentiments there and aesthetic wise, but then you get just giant logo, all the beaming bright yellows, oranges, and reds and everything. So this is an idea of Lara Croft, idea of mask. Like this is what we're gonna get to come, right, Paul? Pretty much.
Yeah.
What to expect.
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting too because it just like who the hell knows what the future holds. Like if we can do like this and expand, you know, and just continue to build the world and supplement our figure lines, you know, whether like I could have fun putting this in the Joe line. I don't know Action Man, whatever, you know, it's a British Palatoy thing, but I mean, he's got all the same parts and he fits right in. Do some head swaps. Yeah, he's good to go.
Yeah, it says he will. Just to get this out of the way, it's $43. It's on Pulse. It's not sold out. It comes out September 1st. It is also available fan channel, I believe, in the UK and other parts of Europe. He's basically, for those who don't know, he's the international super agent based, you know, mostly in Europe in pursuit of rogue agents who've allied themselves with Cobra. So that's kind of the connection there. And the funny thing on the packaging, Mark, on this one is they said it commemorating 50 years, and then the bottom line says Action Man debuted in the UK in 1966. That math ain't mathin'.
Yeah. Whoopsie.
What's your take
That's
on
funny. That's funny.
Adventure Man? And are you excited? Did you know much about him from Palatoy and all that history there?
So yeah, so one thing I just said, Black Gang says it'll be really, really irritating to get 6-inch mass figures and no vehicles. 100% agree. Completely worthless without a vehicle. But as far as this, I think like you know, Paul was saying here, I think it's cool that you've got this. They would like GI Joe would be working with agents from all around in different organizations. So that's why like the Lara Croft thing really works for me. It's like she totally fits within the world. This guy really works for me. It's like he feels like it's like when in the cartoon they work with that agent who looked like Tom Selleck, was like a secret agent. James Bond, he's a total asshole.
Oh yeah.
I'm always blanking on his name for some reason. And this guy's like, it's just like that. It totally makes sense. Now I wish they would have done two things that would have made this better. Have him come, because like he's boring. He's just really boring. And have him come with his villain. Dr. X is his villain.
Ooh.
And villains are all cool. And any kind of villain you get in, like I just love the idea of like every once in a while G.I. Joe has to take a break from fighting Cobra and go deal with Dr. X or something. Or, you know, it just makes sense, or Venom, or, you know, so I think that would be kind of cool, cooler. And I think somebody in the chat mentioned this is a really overpriced figure.
KJ said that it should have been $35. Yeah, 43 is the same price that we got from the last Legacy figure, and that's a massive jump. That is $8.
He comes with nothing. He has one extra head, and then he has basically Tiger Force. He has Outback stuff and two extra accessories.
And Alpine.
They're adding like the price of like an animal. You know what I mean? Like that's what they've added for this figure, and I can't figure out why they thought that would make any sense to anybody.
Yeah, and the funny thing is he's got a better loadout than Alpine, and we really could have used that backpack. So that's where that answers the question why Alpine didn't get the backpack, because they wanted to keep it at the time, I believe, $24.99 before the jump for $3 more. And now, geez, he's got literally the same Alpine loadout with some Outback stuff, and then that backpack, and it's wow, geez. Think about that. That's $18 more than Alpine for a backpack. For a backpack and an extra head, right? Alpine was one sculpt, right?
So what else is nothing new on this figure except his face?
Yeah, the Tom Cruise likeness, but it's not even a Tom Cruise thing. So if they're not actually paying for the likeness, right? Because it's not like it's not a mission. He's not Ethan Hunt. You know what I mean? So it's baffling. It is baffling. I still pre-ordered. I'm all in, but I'm a sucker.
Think about this. This price. This is the same price we paid for the Cobra Law Royal Guard. That's fucking nuts.
Yes.
And they went on clearance. And it's like the figure of the year. One of the figures of the year. It's nuts.
And the Desert Scorpion. That backpack is the equivalent of a scorpion to them with articulation. He's a regular figure. He just has 2 more accessories than a regular figure.
Do we think there's some kind of issue with like the Action Man IP that it had to be more expensive? Maybe, I mean,
Hasbro owns it, I think.
I don't know.
It was a Hasbro thing because it had a cartoon in like 2005 or something. It had 2 cartoons. One's like CG shit and looks terrible. And then one is like more like a traditional cartoon. And, it was kind of so kids who are like, or not kids, but anybody who's like maybe 15 years younger than us might know the cartoon, might have watched it. Even if,
I definitely never did. But I mean, I think it's cool that I don't think it's like that great of a figure, but it's cool that they're doing it. And it's also smart because we want classified to last for as long as it can. Otherwise, there's no more Toy Kind of Mood. Just like Shark News said, as soon as classified's done, we're retired. So, he called it first.
It won't be. I got news for you. It's going to go on forever. And here's why. That Energon Universe cartoon is going to be huge. I think it's going to be huge. And here's why. Kids, everybody talks about the new IP, like why are kids not going to see Star Wars? I'm like, well, because they phone that shit in. But I'm like, the reality is like teenagers have their own shit that they love. And what they love right now is anime. They love One Piece. They love Demon Slayer. And they love Invincible. Every kid watches Invincible. So the fact that Energon is the Energon Transformers G.I. Joe thing is coming from Invincible. It's going to be bloody. It's going to be R-rated. It's going to be and it's going to be Robert Kirkman. It's going to be huge, and it's going to change everything.
I agree. Just want to say hello to a special friend I haven't watched the show in a bit. Hello, Diana Davis. You must have saw us talk about Energon Universe, and you're like, all right, I'll watch. Does Action Man mean that Action Force characters might be coming? Like Action Force as a Palatoy British Action Force. I mean, we got help me with the 2-pack that came with Night Force, not Glenda, the other one. Quill. Why can't I think? Quirrell.
Oh, Quirrell, right? That's true. Okay, they could do a few. Yeah.
Quirrell is Z-Force, and Action Force, and then Z-Force, yeah. So is she the only one? Because we haven't gotten any Red Shadows yet. That's all Monster Force stuff.
There's a bunch of characters. Yeah, there you go. Diana says Gaucho, Jammer. Yeah, there's a bunch of. They're all repaints. Like Gaucho is Gung Ho, I believe. Jammer is Tripwire, but he's I think.
Lara Croft is likely 43 at this point, which is actually that would be this. Now I'm scared that she's more because they're gonna pay that Tomb Raider tax, and they're not paying anything on this if they own it. The guy got a G.I. Joe hat on.
They're assholes, man. But Bobby Val was telling me how, like, sometimes you just take a loss. You have like a whole run.
Yeah.
You got a line, and one figure costs more, and you just take a slightly less price margin. You know what I mean? You eat it. And this is the price margin on this guy's going to be high. He's all he's except they sculpted nothing. There's no new tooling here. It's all not even a single new weapon. It's like super lame.
What's up with that rifle that wasn't part of the render, and then we see it there laying on the ground, and then some of these other photos. Let's see if we see one. Yeah, he's got it right there. No, that's the Outback gun. Sorry, but there. Oh no, it's right there. That the one laying next to the backpack. It's not part of the render, but it is thrown in. So there is one more rifle. Not that makes up for $44, but he does have one more Gizat there. So.
You want to pay $43 for this genius who brings orange to a gunfight.
Yeah, there it is. There's a better look at that rifle that we got. And it's a reused rifle. We've gotten it before.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's it's
a travesty. It's a fucking travesty.
Yeah, it's a travesty.
I mean,
I'll buy it no matter what. But
yeah. I mean, it would be a good figure at $30. It would be. I'd be fine. $30, good.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they're charging me 15 extra bucks or whatever for this thing.
Yeah. Dirty Knives says Spectre. Oh, hold on one second, Paul. So I just want to get this in. Spectre Creative has some great videos that explain the inner workings of the because he used to be with Mattel. These kind of issues, pricing, paint changes, accessories. But we're looking at like is just the orange paint. Is that we've gotten that paint in Tiger Force.
I mean, Rancid Dragon Productions does admit that, there's all orange all over G.I. Joe, which is true.
Yeah, exactly. So right here, Carlos says, I'll get to you, Paul. Hasbro probably acquired the rights to Action Man when they acquire Palatoy. Oh, go ahead, Hellageek. Sorry about that.
All good, man. No, I was just going to say, like, and part of my ignorance, I've been out of the loop because I was on vacation, but is this guy a Pulse exclusive or is he retail?
They're all Pulse. All the figures we're going to talk about that went up for pre-order were all Pulse exclusive. And then he is also available He's available fan channel in the UK and I think other parts of the world, Europe, because he represents they didn't want to put it in a window. They said it would. They want to give an opportunity to get everyone can get it, which is smart. This is their guy. This is their Duke or whatever, right? This is one of their Flynn or whatever. He's one of their homies. So you make sure they can get their hands on.
The reason I asked though is because I think even still he'll probably hang around online for a bit and then eventually get discounted.
They don't use a discount on Pulse, do they? Unless they do like
twice a year they'll do a sale or they move stuff into their outlet, the outlet deal or whatever it's called.
This guy's got outlet written all over him.
Yeah.
Well, they did find Slice and Dice at Ross, which is insane to me because it's a great pack.
That's a good pack. Yeah.
Lots of great names here. Obviously some of these we can make and create in the Crimson or the Crimson Moon set, which you can see a review on the channel. Let's see. Lara's a retro card back. Yeah, we talked about Lara being we heard deluxe though. So could she be a deluxe retro card back? But she would be in a deluxe package. You take out the card back, right?
Why would she be a retro though?
Unless that's it is Baldy, so who knows?
He's fucking with us. It's Baldy. He's fucking with us.
It's Baldy.
Yeah,
I'm a fan, but you're fucking with us.
Yeah. He's the goat. Check out Circle Jerks.
Right, the Arctic Hiss has lights. Let's go back to that.
Cool. All right, that's a long time
you,
spent on Adventure Man. Let's get to the VAMP Mark II and Clutch. And as Baldy, speaking of Baldy, he did mention it did go up $10, but the VAMP Mark I came out 3 years ago now. So I'm okay with that jump, to be honest. Plus they gave us the Snowcat missile launcher thing. So there's the package, and you got some Desert Scorpions there, and the back of the package, all that stuff I don't show in the review. But guys, talk about this. I'll go to you, Dimsa. What do you think of Mark II? You like the design of them going brown instead of like a desert tan like you'd see with Action Force or Gridiron or something like that?
Try to wrap your head around that. It's the same price as the Destro and the Spoiler. Correct? That makes sense.
So
Does that make any sense to anybody in any world?
so so basically the despoilers shouldn't be 110. Basically.
Oh,
That-
I mean, this is. I mean, again, of course, this is. It's all reuse, but this is fine. It's just like it's sort of disappointing if this is the only vehicle we get because it's like we've been waiting on vehicles and it's kind of annoying. And then what they come out with is just like a series of repaints. And this was one I don't know about you guys, but I never liked as a kid. This one never did it for me because I feel like if you were like you're going out with your vamp, you shoot your load, you got 4 missiles, then you got to go home. Strap a machine gun to like the front of it, like you know what I mean. Like they did that with the Striker, which was not good. But they you gotta have more than 4 missiles. At least like with a cannon, you can go like okay, well at least you can repeat fire. So I never liked this vamp as much as the other vamp, but it's good. I mean, all of it's good, and he looks good and. Yeah, I don't know. It's okay, but it's just like they're just reusing and retooling shit, and which is you can do that, but you also get to give us new shit, and they're not giving us anything new, vehicle wise, and that's kind of upsetting to me. I'm kind of bitching a lot. Sorry.
Well, I mean, we did get a new vehicle next. We'll talk about that. But just to Matt. Good, always good to see you, man. I don't think they included the rifle that was with Action Man. I think it was costed out. Look at the render. Well, I mean, I don't know if we know. I mean, it isn't in the box unless it's like to the left side behind the cardboard. So you might have something there. I don't know. At the end of the day, who cares, right? It's like way overpriced whether we get that rifle or not. So if it doesn't come with a rifle, then it's really overpriced, right? All right. Paul, what do you think of this bad boy?
Yeah, I like it, man. I mean, here's the thing I'll say. I like the color. I think, he called out that they matched the color to the vintage one instead of like what's modern desert tan, whatever. I think that's a good call. It's a good looking color combo. I think it's it's decent. It's fun. People wanted it because I mean, it existed in the lore. But for me personally, though, in like my headcanon, anytime there's like a crossover where it's like the same design, I don't do it. So to me, this is a Stinger Cobra design. So I didn't even get the OG vamp. For me, that's just a no-go. I like Joe vehicles to be Joe vehicles and Cobra vehicles to be Cobra vehicles.
Okay. So yeah, this isn't even going. You're gonna put a Desert Scorpion in there. I mean, it looks like there's one in there anyway. The helmet.
Yeah.
And there's another look at the shot from the render. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad we got it. Glad it can still fit in your desert universe, but it does feel retro. That's kind of the best part of Classified, when it feels like the old toy, but they definitely made advances with it because you can kind of please both audiences. How about Clutch, Mark? What you see here, it looks like pretty much all the same, 1-to-1, like you said, lots of reuse. But I mean, it was a lot of reuse back then. They didn't give him anything new back then either, did they?
Yeah. So he's fine, but it's not exciting because I already have him, and I'll probably so it's just not exciting. It's all good. I mean, it's cool if you want to create a little desert set, but for me, like I'm not a photographer. I don't do that shit. I play with him. So for me, it's just like, well, he's gonna go in a bin while the other Clutch hangs out, and I'll probably put somebody else in that vehicle and have them both going at the same time.
You won't do like a separate desert display than your regular, like,
I don't care about displays at all. I just I play with them like an 8-year-old. I get on the floor and I battle the shit out of them. I blow shit up and I make pew pew sounds with my mouth. And if you're doing it and you got this guy, you're like, well, I can't have him on the battlefield. When I got the other guy, I guess I could put the steel core on helmet. That's why the steel core helmet's there.
Right. To give him
what I mean?
He's just a trooper at this point. Yeah.
So yeah, no, it doesn't. I don't do like I have a display, but it's like I'm already like at peak display. I have no room for shit. So I don't have time. I don't have room to have like a desert display and that, but I would. Yeah, I'm not really about it. I'm about the play,
Hellageek, save me here. Are you cool with what I think BMAC is trying to do some world building here with some desert stuff. That's why we talked about the Mauler last week, because of all the desert stuff coming. And look at the desert theme right on our thumbnail, right in all the packaging shots, right? So they're going desert, and then obviously simultaneously doing Arctic stuff with the Snowcat coming out. Obviously the Avalanche Response dude that we're going to talk about. So I kind of like the world building aspect, keeping things themed. Are you with me, man? I know Mark isn't, but
I mean, yeah, I like it too. It's fun we're having the two extremes. We got the cold, we got the desert, but while we're on the subject of desert, I mean, it's got me thinking ahead. I would like to see the Desert Fox.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And that's a unique Joe vehicle that I would happily include in my lineup.
100%.
Any other desert vehicles you heard anything about, Dimsa?
I have not. No, maybe someone in the chat could tell us.
Yeah, you got some questions from early in the show. They're all excited to ask you a question, so they're good friends of mine. So we'll get to it. Carlos Salinas, formerly Rachel Salinas. Remember, he used to use his wife's name on YouTube.
Okay.
We used to be like, not Rachel. Love you, Carlos. Wasn't there also a Dreadnought Trike on the Dimsa list?
Yes, in fact, someone here, actually it was Rancid Dragon Productions, I think laid out everything that I missed, which was a bunch. I have a very good memory. But yeah, there's a few things
Paul,
there.
find it. Start, Paul, if you can find it.
There was a bunch of things that I missed. So Dreadnought Trike was on there. Heart Wrencher was supposed to be somewhere. My guess is they're going to repaint the Stinger, because why wouldn't they? And shove Heart Wrencher in it, maybe. I don't know. And then, but that's not. And then I think, a Claw. They're going to do a Stealth Claw.
Oh,
and that makes 100% sense, because if they're doing the Stealth Trouble Bubble, why wouldn't they do the Stealth Claw? They're going to reuse everything. They're going to do 788 on it, and everybody will love it.
Right.
You know, so that's probably accurate, I would say. What else did I miss there? I said the Water Moccasin was on the list, without a doubt, and the Thunder Machine was on the list. And, yeah, I'm trying to remember if there's anything else I missed, but Muskrat.
Okay, yep.
Yeah,
I think we talked about him not too long ago. Yeah, and then we got another one. Dimsa, where are all the vehicles? This week was horrible. Gangstar, one of the best yet. Where is the Fang and Water Moccasin with Gunner? I guess Thunder Machine will come out week 4. Any comment on that? I'll let you take the.
I don't understand why we don't have the Fang. Like, that to me is like it's a no-brainer. $50.
Yeah,
everybody would buy 3, and it would be, $75 with a figure. Everybody buy 3 of them. I mean, like, I don't know how you wouldn't, why they wouldn't.
Well, it'd be 175 now with their 10 inflation.
Yeah. I mean, think about the 110 for the despoiler. The despoiler is the same size to them as the Vamp. How? That is not the same amount of plastic here, people.
I think it's more about, money. Sometimes people tell you that cost goes into creating the mold and not necessarily the amount of plastic. I hear all kind of different.
Yeah,
it's like
that is true.
Okay, so that
but
could
that
be.
That seems like it just feels that you're gaining money because now you're reusing the Vamp. So you got to like move things around in the line and go. I'm going to take a loss on the spoiler. I'm going to make my money because I'm reissuing the Vamp, and then I'm going to reissue the Vamp next year with Tiger freaking shit on it, and I'm going to buy the shit out of that, and we all going to buy it because the Tiger stuff looks good. And you're just going to make your money back that way, and then the new tooling you got to take a little loss on.
Tyraxis wants to know if anyone's going to Joe Fest. I wanted to. I have another trip that I'm going to instead, so I won't be there. Are any of you two guys going to Joe Fest? I believe I asked you both, and now I forgot what your answers were.
I'm not.
No, I was going to go. I don't think I can make it. I'm going to Japan in July for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Do a little action figure tour there. So,
man, what a shitty consolation. Oh
yeah. So I can't afford both.
Well, my consolation for Japan is I'm playing Forza Horizon 6, so I get to just delve myself and immerse myself in the world of Japan. Another convention question. Diana says, do you have a room for... So actually, I'm in San Diego now. It's kind of a second home to me because my boo lives here and I'm working here, and like, yeah. So one of the, I don't ever have to deal with hotel apocalypse anytime soon. So I'm kind of out of the hotel market for Comic-Con. Thank God. That's the hotel apocalypse is worse than anything you can think of about G.I. Joe Classified that you hate. If you think that, like, they could have charged us $200 for the Mark II, that's still way better than trying to get a hotel room at Comic-Con. You know what I mean? Like, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. But we'll see you there, Hellageek. You'll be in San Diego.
I'll be there.
Yeah, we're rolling deep. We got a lot of peeps. KJ, Bobby, Jason.
Everybody.
We got a good crew going to Comic-Con, and we probably will have to still fight for that interview. We'll be the G.I. Joe channel at Comic-Con, and still Hasbro will not know who we are and not talk to us and all that.
You don't even know who to interview anymore, right? Hopefully we know who that is.
I've asked him. He's like, "You're gonna go through PR." I said, "Okay, I guess I'll talk to you off the." But they're not gonna give me an interview. We're not safe. We're not that safe. All right, maybe they will. Pretty safe. We're not that bad. We're not like, we're kind of, I don't know. We're not like anti. Like we're shills, but we're like keep it real shills.
Yeah.
We like tell it like it is. They don't want that. They want the mouth, whatever. But look, let's move on. We got more looks of the Mark II and Clutch, and I do like that everything had a theme. It made my life easy making a thumbnail. Hellageek, you got to show me more excitement for this stuff, man, or I'm going to shut the show down.
Yeah, sorry, I'm still recovering, like I said, from my vacation.
I feel you. Yeah. Talk about what Clutch is doing. What's he doing? Fixing a clutch?
Right. I mean, look, hey, this guy, he's this right out of the comics too. He's always got his head under the hood doing his thing.
Yeah,
and,
true.
I mean, the shots are fun, man. It's I mean, I like this colorway on him too. It's slightly different, but I've got to get myself a Clutch figure in general. Even though I don't want the vehicle, I would like to have Clutch as part of my lineup because I want to do a Dio scene of like a garage scene, and he's got to be in there, man.
Mm-hmm. And we got some more pictures. Same with the helmet, and then they're using the winch in the picture there. So
listen,
some cool stuff.
Yeah, that light bar is new though. That was not the one on top on the roof. That was not on the original VAMP. That's a new light bar on the top of the roof.
Well, they saw what Gridiron did, right? With the load ups. Hey, they're inspired by other toy companies. There's nothing wrong with that, man. You know what I mean? So
yeah. No, hey, it's it's not about whose ideas. It's like what's the best idea.
And they own the license, so they can steal at will. But yeah, check it out. So we used to make a joke when Tony's Figs was always on the show that they had a camera in his toy room.
Right.
They made every custom he made. So yeah, cool shots. I think it fits Clutch well, the way they made him in Classified. So I don't know, not a whole lot to say, right, Dimsum? I mean, it's just we're getting a lot of repaints, and there's a last sexy look with things exploding. I do miss like the teases in all these pictures, like on the back of the box, in the back of the pictures. We're not really like one of my favorite things used to be a pre-order would go up, and B's Battlegrounds would instantly go on Instagram and with a scoped up picture of it with a circle and be like, look what and shout out to B's. He was going to be on next week. He had a conflict. Hopefully we can grab Bobby in the first week of July and wrap this thing up. But I used to love that. And then you would be like, oh yeah, there is like, a bridge layer in the back, like stuff like that. Yeah. That was cool. But now it's like, it's just, there's nothing anymore.
And why not? It's like such a there seems to be no loss in that. It's just fun. And I don't get it. Yeah.
Was Torpedo Deep Six? Was that the last kind of like tease they did like that?
A Hydro Viper. Was a Hydro Viper?
Yeah.
Back in the box?
Yeah, on the Hydro Viper. So that's been a minute.
Mm-hmm. Do we get anything this week at all? We got the Desert Scorpions in the back of this box, but it's, we've had them already. So it's not. Yeah.
I don't think so. Are the missiles in this? Are they the? I mean, I know that the launcher system is the one from the Snowcat, but are the missiles the same as well? Because they look. I don't know if it's just throwing me off because they're in gray, but they look so different.
What do you know, Mark?
I thought I heard it was not exactly the same as the Snowcat, but that was the line from Hasbro. So somebody here mentioned, Jin Rummy says, keep criticizing those prices and you get no interview. It's very true. It's probably very true. Probably never getting an interview, but I'm trying. I'm trying to show, man. I want some of that access.
Well,
that would be nice.
Emily has so much pull at Hasbro that she would be like, you know what? We're not even going through PR. We're doing the interview. And that's what made her cool. Like when she was covering Joe, but Ben's like, nah, and I chat with BMAC all the time and he's a homie, but he's like, nah, you got to go through them. And I'm like, okay.
Come on.
Let's give him some props for a minute too, because I really love, and I think you mentioned this briefly before, but I love how he's just being so transparent as much as he can and putting it all out there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we needed that, and we're getting it on social media. We're getting it at the beginning of the show. We're getting it at the end of the show. There might not be teases on the box, but he's giving us teases during the fan stream. And that's part of it. We're going to talk about that after this pre-order because we got the HAL Jordan, the Green Lantern blazing thing. But yeah, we got Grand Slam before Flash. That's all right. We got James Barney. This was a nice surprise leading into Yojo June, I think. Right? I would say. Did you know 100% this was coming, Mark? Or was this on your... Was this in one of your spoilers or leak lists?
No, I think I knew. Did we know Grand Slam was coming? I think we did, right? Like that was an official word. And so I kind of guessed the HAL was coming. This is the one thing out of this week that I was excited about because
it's new.
It's new. And it's $85. It's a reasonable price.
I think so. And $60 for that giant.
Yeah.
Heavy artillery laser, $60 and then $25 for the figure, right? Am I doing that right? Is it 82? No, it's 85. Yeah, 85.
And I love this as a kid. I just love this thing. I mean, it's just a giant laser cannon. It's so good. It's just like the perfect GI Joe like accessory because it feels kind of real, but it's totally bullshit. You know what I mean? Like that's what you want with a real GI Joe vehicle. You want that feeling that it's real, but it's not. It's like,
all right, this needs a $50 super chat. Resend it with a $50 super chat.
Yes, it is an expensive stash.
Yeah. It is a beautiful addition. All right. Speaking of beautiful, Paul, what do we think? All the stuff we got. It is of the three figures that this is the winner, clear winner. It's new, good value. Which is strange. It's all new and it's good value. But yeah, talk to me about what you see on the screen.
Yeah, this is exciting for me. This is something that's unique to Joe's. It's going to be part of my collection. I like too that we got the red pads with the HAL so that we know down the line we'll get a repaint. He'll have the silver pads and we'll get the jump platform. But there is just a little bit of controversy here because I don't know if anybody's liking that they're doing the color swap on the lasers. To me, that because I'm very much a cartoon guy, so that was sort of that. I had to catch my breath for a second when they said we're going to retcon the color of the lasers because in the cartoon, Cobra lasers were blue, Joe lasers were red, and so they said they intentionally are making that change. And so I'm wondering how people feel about that. I've not heard too much about it, but it made me take a breath.
Well, Dimps is a comic guy. So as a comic guy, how do you feel about the cartoon swap for classified? His reasoning, do you know the reasoning? It's just like blue fits G.I. Joe, red fits Cobra, even though Cobra is blue. I mean, either way, you're good, but it seems like a Star Wars thing more so.
Yeah, I think it's okay. I feel like, I think what will be a problem is when Flash has a red. He needs to have a red laser because even in the origin of the comic book, I think in the cartoon, he has a red laser. So even in the intro of the cartoon, he uses red because he's not using just a simple laser blaster. He's using something that he uses to cut through shit. It's like a concentrated beam. So I didn't love it with sci-fi, and I don't love it with this, but I get like the idea is it's kind of fun. But I think because I'm more of a cartoon guy, I'm both. I love the cartoon.
Okay.
But I'm more of a comic. The comic is to me like the canon, and the cartoon is fun.
Yeah.
You know, and I do love it, but it's kind of fun. You know, it doesn't
Here's a
bother
good
me.
point. Here's a good point. The Rattler already has blue lasers, but this could just be. Remember, BMAC joined as brand manager, over a year ago, and wanted to make that change. You know, he's in charge, right? So at this point, so maybe that's it.
And the Rattler shouldn't have any lasers because that's clearly a machine gun. So that I don't like, that's stupid.
Wait, which one? Oh, the Rattler.
Yeah. Well, what about the turret?
That's stupid. The Rattler doesn't have lasers. The
Rattler has a machine gun. Would.
Can't the turret guns be lasers?
No.
Hey,
well, no, listen, it can be.
I'll
say can be whatever you want it to
this. If they're smart, they eventually are going to release a blast effects pack with all kinds of red and blues, and we can do whatever the fuck we want. If they're smart and they don't want to leave money on the table.
You know what? You're right. This is not a thing to bitch about, because if you don't like the little blue lasers, don't use the little blue lasers. There's a lot of that in the bitching. I know I bitch a lot tonight because I thought this was a pretty lame fan.
Oh, please bitch away. It's more fun. Hey, the thumbnail was a question like, are we getting held out on some of this shit? And I mean, speaking of OG13, there's a look at the comparison and how it looks. And then also he did mention BMAC said if we do a retro version of this, so again, new mold, probably, and then people talked about red lasers exterminator too. You talked about red lasers, but there's the Palatoy red laser with the exterminator. So think about that as well. Mm-hmm. And then establishing blue lasers, maybe there's a reason for that. But if we do a retro version, so I thought that was fun. And in comparing it, there is a little bit of a difference. Enough where I don't know if it's enough to get excited for another, olive drab, dark green looking thing. But yeah, it could happen where you get the original lasers, and then maybe it comes with a different version of Grand Slam. I don't know.
Tiger Force it.
That'd be more fun.
That's his answer for everything. Tiger Force it.
Hashtag Tiger Force it. Yeah. Let's see what else we got. There is a question I want to answer or look at, or the back of the headrest. Why didn't I save that? Shit. Now the chat is wild. By the way, I have not been a good YouTuber. We're almost an hour in. It's been about 150 people watching for a while. Like the show. We might have like 2 likes because I haven't said anything. Like the show, guys. Give it a thumbs up. We got a hell of a gang here, and we're chilling on a Thursday. Thanks for tuning in on the I'm working late the next 2 Wednesdays just to be transparent. So we'll be here on Thursday and then back on Wednesday after that. I forgot can you find the comment for me about the seat?
I was looking for it. I could not find it.
Shit.
What a cozy little chair. This is a cozy little chair, isn't it?
All right. You guys talk while I find it or something. I don't know. Figure something out.
Yeah, it just looks. I would like to sit. That's you could like play some games in that chair. It's a gaming chair, man. It's comfy.
Let's get back to it.
No, but but like when he had that comparison too with the retro and
there it is.
I mean, okay.
All right. Is the back of the headrest on the house supposed to be hollowed out? You see that?
Oh yeah. Okay. I don't know.
And there is like a little peg hole thingy. Looks like something goes there. Good find. Yeah, I can see it in both pictures pretty clear. Yeah, I don't know though. Any suggestions in the chat room?
Nobody knows.
All right, cool. All right, we'll move on though. What else we got? Oh, there's another look. And we talked about Tony's figs earlier. I wanted to give him a shout for his excellent flash. And you can see the comparison between his custom flash and Grand Slam. Do note the differences. You got light brown boots and gloves. Pretty close though. Even for a custom, obviously different helmets with the clear visor. You got a talking headset. I like that. Make it a little more classified. But he's got some black arms, I believe. Or no, I can't really tell from this. I don't know if it's shadow. No, that looks green. Never mind. I was like, or did he paint that way? Might be just a shadow lighting.
Yeah, I think it's a shadow up on the biceps.
Yeah. So there's those blue lasers that have just dominated the show tonight. And yeah, I mean, where the hell is Flash, guys? That's a through line on tonight's show. We got technically two members of OG 14 left. He did talk about there being a retro carded shooter, a non-Night Force one. I don't know if he used the word retro card in the interview, but he did say a retro shooter, non-Night Force. So it wouldn't be, is her name Jody? We wouldn't get Jody shooter, but we would get like whatever the guy his face was like covered with the hand on the
Jim shooter. Yeah.
I've been waiting for that that next version of shooter since they released the Night Force, because I personally don't do Night Force. It's not part of my thing. So I've been wanting shooter.
My favorite.
I know, I'm sorry. I've been wanting just a more of a green Joe colorway of shooter. And I hope it's that same figure, just with a different colorway, maybe a few adjustments, but yeah, I'm ready for her.
She was great. She's a great figure. Yeah.
I hope
it's not, they're not gonna, no, they would never make it like the dude shooter. It's clearly a guy. Like if you look at that picture, it's based on Jim Shooter, so it's like definitely.
So will be a Jim Shooter ode to Jim Shooter OG. Like we don't even know. Like has there ever been? There had to have been like a modern era club collectors club figure, right? Shooter or no?
I don't think so. I think there might have been one of Shooter, like the woman,
right? Because the Devils do. Like we see that on the left. The Devils 50th
do. 50th anniversary, maybe was there a 50th anniversary Shooter figure? No. There might have been. I can't remember. But no, there was no other. I don't believe there was ever a male shooter. Mm. I don't think they won't do that. There's no way they will. There was no way they will gender swap backwards. You know what I mean? If they gender swap, it always goes woman. They're not going to make a woman to a man. That's not happening.
Do you know this
ain't making a white man either.
Do you know this melted copper guy that's going crazy?
Yeah, he's hilarious, man. And if he seems like he's trolling, it's all in good. It's all in good fun, by the way.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Some of the comments were a little racy, if you know. But yeah, just want to make sure.
Yeah, he usually descends into filth.
If he's your buddy, it's all
good. Buddy, yeah.
He's just making sure that I don't, taking care of my guests.
Assholian is similar. Yeah. So they're like fighting, but they're not
your
really
buddies. I love it, but I just want to make sure. Yeah, you're good. I think a whale of Moray may just be as wanted. Yeah, but I don't know at this point. I'm sick of talking about those vehicles. I feel like they're never gonna happen. Cool. All right, what else we got? Oh yeah, Flash. What's up with? He's on the damn thumbnail. I'm gonna skip it. That'd be just total clickbait again. 2 weeks in a row. Have you seen Flash? Yeah, so look, they have technically two characters left in this OG 13 thing, and we heard, and I know Circle of Jerks talked about this too. There's that whole theory, like if you release all the Dreadnoks, I'm done. If you release all OG 13, I'm done. You have some collectors say that. I don't ever believe it, because what are you gonna collect? You know what I mean? So but do you think what's the prediction on how long they hold on to Flash, and why do you think they went? Do you think they went Grand Slam over Flash just because of the HAL?
Yeah.
Anyone? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that was a smart move, because there's just more world building included with the HAL. And if I'm not mistaken, I mean, are they going to reuse the padding? Don't they reuse the padding?
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna, for that reason alone, I think they're gonna have to space it out a little bit. So the Flash people, you're gonna be waiting a little longer. I think it seems too soon to like back to back.
I think we get them next week.
No, oh really?
Next week.
Yeah, via Flashpoint.
Here's
the
why.
Multiverse.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought Full Force really hinted, and he always knows, but he won't say. Because he gets the access, and they if you spill the beans, you don't get access. So he always knows, and he did a wink on his show and said, "We know where Flash is definitely coming." Basically,
Yeah.
So if he's definitely coming, he can't be that long because they don't have stuff for like.
Well, Reigns the Dragon says he's not going to come till 27. Oh, no, I really think he literally wink, nudged. I don't know if anybody watched the show, like maybe last week, and he wink, nudge, and said it's coming without a doubt.
Well, it is coming. Is it coming like this year or next year? We know he's a main character. He's OG-13. Like he's.
It wasn't. I think it was coming. It was. I know secretly it's coming, and I'm sharing with you, but I'm not sharing with you that I know it's coming, and we're going to see it any minute.
Look at this. Glenda's gun, Grand Slam, boom, different face sculpt, figures out. You could kit bash it.
By the way, I'm going to split that right down the middle from the comment and what you said, Mark. I thought the wink was that Chris was like, rest assured, you'll have your OG-13 by the end of the year. I thought it was that kind of stipulation. So meaning later this year, I think, unless I'm misremembering.
I think it could be the end of the year. It absolutely could be the end of the year, but they're going to announce anything coming out at the end of the year soon, right? I would say, but not necessarily now. Maybe in like Comic-Con or something.
Well, Flash was a name only, right? He was a name only at one of their events. He hasn't
been named. No, he's never been named.
Never been name only either. I mean, just talked about like openly, but not officially name only.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, all right.
But I think because usually Chris knows what's going on.
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
So that's my guess. But he got. I mean, like I think it would be a win for them to release him in the last week of JoJo June, because at least that would be a thing like people would be excited about. I think it's over this like idea that Classified's done when they release, Flash. I mean, they're releasing new figures and we're all buying them. They released fucking the Dino guy and we all bought him. They released Sundown, we're gonna buy him. They're releasing, you know what I mean, and they're gonna release Energon units. We're all gonna buy it. I don't buy it. I think the population. Then you get guys like there are guys in the collector community who don't even know G.I. Joe that well or care about it. They just see a good figure and they're like, oh, this is like one of the best figure lines. They have the most accessories. It's got the most stuff. It's got pets. Mm-hmm. It's a cool thing. It's got world building. I'll buy it,
Yeah. One of my good friends is not a Joe fan, but he has gotten into the line, and anytime they release an animal, he's about it. He's getting it.
Right? Exactly. I would, because even like, that polar bear, I was like throwing that polar bear with my Savage Crucible. It was perfect,
I know Hasbro loves reusing. I love War Chest. He's one of my favorite people. I know Hasbro loves reusing parts, but reusing padding feels a little unsanitary. Just in time for the Stanley Cup, right? Great stuff right there. By the way,
War Chest, I think you're not supposed to flush those pads, if I remember correctly. I think they say never flush the pads.
Guys, Tony's Figs has had the OG-13 for like 6 years, like 5 years since the life started. You have the Vietnam 3-pack that we're probably never gonna get. People are always angry about that. Why can't they make this? And they're making dinosaurs and Action Man, and give me the Vietnam 3-pack. I'm like, I don't know if they want to touch that yet.
I'll take a Vietnam 3-pack. Why not?
Oh, I love it, but I just don't know. I don't know. All right, so that's that. Let's get to what we do know. It's this got a lot of love, man. Usually legacy figures are polarizing, most of them. I didn't see too many people talk shit about this one. I think I got a lot. I feel like it's one of the best received, except for Destro is by Spirit Animal because he has an Avalanche Response outfit on.
You got pretty much, yeah.
Tiger Force. But yeah, I don't know. So talk. All right, you don't like it. Why? Just get to it. Why? Come on.
I feel like I'm being an asshole tonight.
I love it. We might have to have you back next week.
So legacy figures to me are not like must-haves because I'm more about like the characters, but they're so good usually that I often do buy them because they're just like incredible figures. And then you can sort of build them into your world in some way. Like for me, the cop was incredible because it's like anything you do, if you have Spider-Man, you need 10 of those cops. You know what I mean? The fireman, I didn't necessarily. I think it was a great figure. I didn't really need one because I don't know how he would fit into the world of GI Joe. The Marine is great, fits quite in. You can make her a character if you want. The others all fit in as like soldiers.
She's wonderful. Yeah.
Who is this guy? When are you using this guy? He's not fitting into the GI Joe world in any way. He's going to be. He's a side thing that you don't. Like, is he good? He looks good. But he just is like not useful in any way to me. So I take him or leave him. I don't need him. No.
Well, he's this guy. You said, who is he? It's this guy. Shout out to Gil Tucker, aka GI Joe Forever, on Instagram, and he did the side by side Ice Storm. So thank you for that.
Okay.
Ice Storm. So yeah, this is I don't know nothing about Ice Storm except I know like. That he came with a Rise of Cobra, Polar Shark Submarine. This is a
looks
classic.
like an extreme sports guy. It's the shitty. That's the shittiest.
Dude, it looks like Cowboy Cerrone. You get any UFC fans out there? Look at the face sculpt. Yeah, Cowboy Cerrone. Paul, you know anything about Ice Storm in this?
Man, I don't know nothing about Ice Storm unless we're talking about the winter in the New England.
Right. Yeah, where Mark and I are from. But yeah, look at this. We had Snowstorm from Battle Corps. So then you go Snowstorm, then Ice Storm, then Avalanche Response Patrol. That's the family tree right there.
Yeah, right.
Snowstorm. I just want to do this for fun, but you guys remember this?
Yeah.
Why is there 3 colors? I mean, there's 3 variations, but did these all is there a story behind this?
They just wanted money.
Right. Oh, I mean, did they all came out like different years or like
no, the last year they just like threw shit at the wall and there's like more figures than they've ever come out with. And they did like double colors. I didn't realize it was 3 actually. I knew about 2, but they just like doubled up the colors on these guys.
Yeah, but this is a high-tech Snow Trooper, so it's different. It's different. It's just the name Snowstorm. It has nothing to do with anything. I just thought it was fun.
Yeah. Now, if it had been white in a white, I don't mean if he had been white. I'm not one of those guys. I mean if he had been in a white suit.
Yo, I gotta be white, yo. Yeah, look at this. Yo, but look.
Whatever. If he had been in a white suit, now what he would have been good for is you could have a body that you could pull the head off and you could put Shipwreck's head and have him be in the winter. But now because he's orange, he's just completely useless to me. Like he
could be a dock response, like a winter dock.
How fun is
it
that?
Works for me. Like now that I see this, I'm like, this could definitely be just like the Arctic dock that we thought maybe would happen too. I
just want to see somebody kill somebody. I don't want the dock is fine.
No pacifist
murder.
No pacifist patrol.
2 pacifists in the team. It's enough.
We need one of. I mean, I like we talked about reuse, but this has amazing reuse because it has Valparmo, whatever the hell his name was, Wolf Spider.
Oh yeah,
as his helmet, as I think the balaclava from the Legacy infantry, right? I believe. But Wolf Spider stuff. It's got the tasers from Doc in the Legacy Police. I think this is. I mean, it's well equipped. It's so for 43. I feel way better about this than Action Man.
Yeah,
it's got some beefy stretch here.
This feels deluxe.
Yeah, and it obviously Snow Job all the way through. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah. Take it away, Hellageek.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, bro.
Everything is reuse. Everything. It's all reuse. The whole fan stream, except for the HAL, is reuse. I want to put that out there, and then I'll stop.
Well, that's why we had questions today.
I wish though that they would have done something different with the I don't know, the gurney or whatever you want to call it, because there were some issues with the way it folded with Doc, and if they could have done something different to kind of fix that situation. Yeah, I mean, you do some head swaps at stock, but I mean, this is cool. I mean, I think it's the colorway on it looks good, and I think it's going to do well, just like all the Legacy figures, because it's it's world building in a way still, and it's expanding the line. So I mean, yeah, it's going to be good, and tis the year of the Arctic Joe stuff. So here we are.
I agree. I'm not mad at it. Especially, I think they did want to give us bodies for the winter scenes where you could plop heads off. Like we talked about Doc, it doesn't have to be him. It could be they probably say, hey, some people are going to buy 3 of these, and you know, one will have a stretcher, one will have the smaller skis, one will have the bigger skis, and they're going to go on a adventure with a snowcat or hang with Arctic Flint and Jay and you know, whatever, right? So Frostbite. So
stretcher, Jesus, why couldn't I come up with that word?
Oh yeah, stretcher. There you go.
Stretcher, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Another asshole brings orange to a gunfight, you know.
But this is actually, they were talking about even on the fan stream, this is an accurate representation of what they wear, because they want you to, you know, you're rescuing someone. They want you to be seen.
I mean, but you can't head swap it then, and now it's a soldier because he's wearing orange to a gunfight. You know what I mean? Like,
sure, you can't. It's 80s G.I. Joe in my head canon.
Right? Yeah.
I don't know.
Like you want to be in white, so you hide.
Hey, our dude Chaz is with you, bro. Silver Service Line doesn't fit with his. Joe's doesn't fit with Mark's either.
What's up, Chaz?
I like the cop because if you go into the city and you got alley vipers and they're raining through a city, they're gonna wipe out some cops. The dreadnoughts are fighting cops, so that guy fit. But the other stuff, yeah, I'm like, it's cool. I mean, it's a good figure. I don't need it. I can skip it.
Right.
He said it's Naruto.
Naruto, it's Sean White. There's so many. It's Sean White in a balaclava.
Hilarious.
Arctic Dog. Yeah, there's a lot of coolness. I don't know. Among all the legacy figures, I put police at the top, sniper. I think infantry's cool. The Marine would have been dope at $30 and not 40 fucking 4 or whatever. Like the last one, not the Marine, the Black Ops one, the Secret Ops.
Oh yeah,
that would have been one of my favorites if they didn't just jump the price like $10 out of nowhere. That was a travesty.
Halo jumper's incredible.
Jumpers. Oh yeah, some people like that better than hit and run.
I started army building the Halo jumper and the female Marine sniper when they hit Ross, and I used that one headset where she's got like the headset on the Marine sniper. I put her. That's my co-pilot for Wild Bill in the Dragonfly. It works perfectly.
Oh hell yeah. That works too. But yeah, we're missing Flash. We're also missing Iceberg, man. He got found. Maybe this is the guy to find him. This is the guy that's gonna find him in your collection. Iceberg was someone that was name only. I confused him with kind of Flash. But man, nothing. Like what, they're having a hard time with it, or they're just waiting for a spot. Maybe they want it to come out closer to the Snowcat, or I mean, what's your theory on this, Dimsa? Why no Iceberg?
Oh, we'll probably get this. Are they going to show us the Snowcat next?
So yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Things
they'll probably show us Iceberg.
We didn't mention that he reiterated again that the VAMP 1 was coming out. That was news last week. He mentioned it again. There's no details. You're getting another shot at the VAMP. And then for the Snowcat, he's doing an unboxing anytime from now to Comic-Con. I believe he was saying, but he's you know, you don't got Lenny to do it there anymore. He's going to do it. So he said, yeah, but it's not going to be during Yojo June from what I heard. Like it's going to be
all right.
Once Yojo June's done, it'll be from then to comic. Maybe something I like that. Maybe give us that. And while they do that, give us the pre-order for the 3 Arctic repaints. Remember those guys?
Yeah, do that in Iceberg in one.
Yeah, right, there you go.
That's what I was gonna say too. Is I think they're kind of playing it smart, and they're gonna wait till the Snowcat's about to go, and then that's the perfect time to drop all that stuff. Yeah,
look at that ice synergy the snowy synergy that we got there. I love that. Cool. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Iceberg as well. Okay, next pre-order up. This has to be something you liked.
Yeah.
Take it away, Mark. You actually like this?
Yeah, this is great. But we knew he was coming, and so I saw the render of this like I don't know 3 months ago. So, but it's good. It's definitely great. That coyote looks a little more like a dog. Yeah, doesn't look like a coyote to me, but he's great. Yeah, I'm down with that. Definitely.
Yeah. There's a comparison. Shout out to Transformer Land. I got this picture from Hellageek. Take me through it. Compare what we see here. V3 retro carded version with classified. Did they do it justice or what?
Yeah, I mean, I think they did. It's definitely an upgrade when we talk about being classified up. When you look at the right versus the left, I mean, they succeeded there 100%.
Yes,
but I do have to agree with Mark on that, though. That I mean, that coyote's looking a little cartoony for me, and this is the first time I think they've kind of missed the mark with an animal. That face is not. I'm not having that face.
Yeah, and I think we talked about Full Force earlier. He mentioned on his stream yesterday that if he wished they did like more of an angled shot, because front forward it looks very, and this is my words now, this looks Deke animated. It looks so silly. The smiley face, it looks goofy. Because actually it's funny because the promo image they used for this was the Deke shot, and it's a goofy looking coyote. And then I look at this and I'm like, did they just go and make an animated Sandstorm or whatever? But from all look from what we know from Chris, who's obviously now working with Lenny and Tony, it's going to be more realistic, and we're going to like it better than this. He's kind of like, calm down. It's going to be
because it's just a render. But while you have that up there, we got to point out one of the things that, I mean, this is still Lenny's work, but one of the things that Lenny always pointed out with his with the dogs before, and is that he has like the aggressive growling face, and then he has the good boy face. Yeah, I don't really see too much differentiation here. I would have liked a little more contrast in the expressions.
Right. Yeah, we don't get to like see that mean, like the one he's about to like bite his ankles on.
On the retro. Yeah.
So you need a snarling open mouth. Like that's crazy that they don't have that. The chat is blowing up with roasting that coyote, by the way. The chat is
I'm way behind the chat tonight.
They are roasting that coyote.
Really? Like a snarl. Legs are out of proportion. Yeah, there we go.
The coyote's like the cankles, man.
The cankles.
I think also we're seeing like that straight on shot. We're seeing the hind legs stacked behind it too, maybe a little bit. It's throwing it on.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good call. That's true. It's it's 4 legs there. Yeah. Yeah. Gypsy. Oh, Diana said it. The coyote's face finds the feet, which are off of too big for the coyote. Yeah. Bruce Wayne-ish. Oh, I think he's talking about the face. Okay, cool. All right.
I like the differentiation of the face, by the way. I like that we're like kind of getting, that first release of Dusty did look a little Duke-ish.
Right. Yeah. I had that actually in my notes. That's funny. He no longer looks like V1 Duke, and they mentioned he's more swole because he's got like a not a tank top, but a sleeveless shirt.
Yeah.
And then they also said that was inspired by the Deke cartoon. So I hope the coyote isn't when we get it in hand. I mean, we know that left smiling face sculpt is, but at least they're inspired by the Deke cartoon with him being more muscly and more more getting into the 90s and the 80s. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, figure looks good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we'll see. Like you said, Mark, it's hard to get excited because that's kind of like the thing. Did they play it too safe? Everything we went over today was a repaint except for the HAL and Grand Slam, and then it was everything we talked about today we knew about last week. Yeah. And some people are defending it. It's week 2. It's better than week 2 last year. We got a lot of stuff coming. Oh, there's only 11 pre-orders for the rest of the year, or 11. They know all the stuff in the system, so they couldn't do it. But there's 500 characters in G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
You could literally make something up as a name-only reveal, and we'll have it in our system, and in 5 years you never come out with it. Oh, well. No. Like, just give us anything else besides what we knew last week. Like, any name only. Like, I know they have a structure, and they're killing it. Like, the transparency is great. I love the name only to render to pre-order. I like it, but give us something fun. And maybe this week was intended to be comics, and Ben said, no, we need to have more than that because of what happened last year. So I will applaud him for that, for doing like, hey, we got to figure focus on the fan stream. We'll do the comics as a second thing, which was also a great video. I will give him credit there, but it would have been nice to get even how about a tease of the Lara Croft? Even if you're not a render, even if you're not ready to do the render or something, just it needed something new. There was nothing new at all. Nothing new from last week. Talk to me.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, though. Not to defend it, but we do get spoiled. Every time we get something, we're looking for the next fix. Like, we're like, okay, what's next? What's next? What's next? And so maybe, I mean, I don't know. Maybe next week they're going to like have a few more reveals and announcements. And then week 4 will be kind of the same thing where they recap, you know, where it's like the first and third weeks are the new stuff. And then the second and fourth weeks are the recap. Maybe that's going to be the format now to sort of battle that, you know, craving for what's next.
Yeah. We'll talk about week 3 and 4 in a second, but before that, we got to do our whiskeys. We always do the whiskey rating, and you guys are probably drinking whiskey right now. I'm going to be sober for a month, but I'll go to you, Dempsey. You didn't seem very pleased. I'll be very disappointed if you give this anything over a 3. But how many whiskeys do you give week 2? And then just give me a through line. Besides it being reused, besides there being no surprises, was there anything else we want to talk about? I mean, hey, kudos to BMAC. He did say, I'm going to get hate for no-name reveals. I gave him a little love, little hate. Week 2, as far as the presentation, talk about the presentation too. Like, just give me a through line and a whiskey score if you can.
You know, I'm going to give it a 2. And admittedly, I will say I'm not a fan of VMAC. I'm a fan of Dan Larson's show.
Yep.
They felt low energy to me, which, you know, I think, I get it, you know, because you got to build a rapport. And they use, you know, I think Emily and VMAC and Lenny and Tony, they had to establish a rapport and everything. But then you get to this, and like last week was cool with Cobra Commander. Obviously, was like the star of the show there. But then this week, it's all repaints. None of it's very exciting except for the HAL, and it's just, I mean, you know, in theory, just like strategy. What if they didn't tell us about Action Man last week, and they showed him this week? Right, and then there would have been a surprise, something exciting. They could have left 2 things off what they showed us last week and dropped something this week, and I don't get it why they were so why they're doing it this way. I think this year has not been quite as amazing as last year. Whereas last year I just felt we were getting hit over the head. We had like the snake armor, the claw, crystal ball.
Wait, was this all Yojo June? We're just talking about Yojo June right now.
I don't remember like the time.
Oh, you mean as far as the year?
Whole year. I mean, like the year in general seems to me to be a little like drop down.
Yeah, I agree. I did say this would be, and not just me. I'm sure a lot of people, but this would be the year of the repaint. It started as soon as when we got that. And I said this last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago, when we got that Wild Bill wave, which was the very first wave that I didn't pre-order. I pre-ordered every single thing since 2002 or 2001, and to not pre-order anything at G.I. Joe spoke volumes. And that was the first thing I did, was that Techno Viper. And what the hell was it? It was a bunch of repaint.
Techno Viper, Wild Bill,
and I said this is gonna everything since it's been, other than the HAL, it's been a lot of don't get me wrong, we have the spoiler, that's cool. You got Sundown, we get a lot of cool stuff. We know we got a wave coming, but there has been a lot of repaint. Not everything, not like Star Wars during the Mandalorian repaint era. It's not that bad yet. They haven't done a lot. They haven't done repacks where we can just get the same figure in a different box. At least we haven't done that yet. But yeah, it is a lot of repaints, and a lot of that has to do with all those issues we've been talking about for a couple years. You know, the tariffs and all the the economy and all that, all inflation, all that shit, right? So it's gonna be a little bit of a down year, but hey, we got Cobra Commander and with the throne, a lot of new pieces in that too. So yeah, Paul, talk to me about how you feel about week 2 of Yojo June. Give me a whiskey score, and then how you felt about the presentation this week, being 17 minutes minus the comic stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking 2.5 also, to be honest, just because it was straight up recap, it felt like a little like, okay, there's excitement. It's the second week of Yojo June. What's it going to be? And then we start watching, and then you just feel yourself kind of deflating as it goes on, and you realize we ain't seeing jack shit. But here's the thing, and I'm trying to think back to last year. If you guys remember, we called it No Joe June. I mean, the ball was dropped multiple times throughout last year's.
Right.
So I'm trying to be a little understanding and focus. I'm going to do a reframe and be positive and say, hey, at least we are doing better in Yojo June than we did last year. We're on a better track.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But however, we're hungry. We want the goods. The recap stuff, so I'm gonna settle in at 2.5. But as far as like I've said before, I was on vacation last week, and so I'm still celebrating like the hooded Cobra Commander thing. I'm playing catch up.
Oh, we could talk about. We got some time. Yeah, we could talk about just for a few minutes, because I know it is late for Mark on the East Coast.
Oh, I don't care.
Oh, you're an all-night guy anyway.
Yeah.
Let's get some comments up there. So sorry, guys, I haven't been so in tune. We're having a good conversation. Sure. There are some people asking you some stuff, more stuff leaks. We'll get to that. Get to some. We'll do a little Q&A. Cody has a good point, my man. You got to save Lara Croft for SDCC. Either that. Maybe we'll get. We know it's coming out for New York Comic Con, in the other conventions like the Italian one and stuff like that. Like, what is it? Not Gamescom. Help me with the one that's in Germany one or whatever. What the hell is that called again?
Are you talking about the toy
there's
show?
The Italian one, Luca Con, and then there's that one that's in what the shit? I can't think of it. Someone in the chat help me. What's that other con that's part of it? Because when they do their fall exclusives, it's for like 3 big MCM. Sorry.
Oh,
I don't know why I'm thinking Germany. I'm like into the gaming shit lately. Yeah, thank you. It's not Gamescom. It's MCM London. MCM London. And then they got 1024. They still do that, right? Yeah. Right. So there's all kind of stuff going on. So yeah, we'll see. Look, I agree with Darth Britt. We're spoiled a bit. We get the whole month of June, and we expect way too much, I think, because they call it Yojo June.
Yeah.
That's the whole month. That's not a week. And I heard suggestions from some people in the comments on this channel, and then Full Force as well. They said they should do one banger hour full fan stream, and then just do pre-orders the rest of the week, or just like do the stuff. I like the every week thing, but if you're just gonna like talk about something one week and talk about the same thing the next week, it's like I get the spacing out, but it's like we're all spending the money, and it's all pre-orders anyway. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Yeah,
you know what? I think it's because we like, as people who have channels that talk about this stuff, we certainly want something new to talk about every week. But the reality is, it's probably about enough for like one 45-minute stream is what you're going to get.
Today was 17. I mean, yesterday was 17 minutes.
Yeah.
If you don't count and then the week before is 26. So you're looking at 39 minutes or whatever that math is. All right.
So it just would be like, if I honestly think if they did, as other people suggested, if they did one big stream, we would all be like, that's awesome. But now it's like because the first week was good. The second week was like, it was the first week just in person. Yeah. And what is week 3 going to be? Is it going to be more of that? And so it's like, but if you did it, so it's like we spacing it out, and we're all talking about it. Everybody's talking about it as a 50 channel, and we're all doing it. And you kind of want to, but it's like it really probably is like one one conversation. Unfortunately, because they're just not. They probably can't produce that much stuff. The company is like moving. They're losing half their people. It's in a state of. I think Diana was saying, don't forget these are people. I would say, Diana, yeah, I get it. I don't think we're being mean at all, though. I think
we're being very fair. Even and Ben and I joke. He even responded to the thumbnail on this, and he said, "You're never getting Flash." He's gonna. Now look, I didn't know him when he first started because I'm a very casual Transformer. We don't talk about Transformers a lot in this channel. I collect all the 86. I watch all the movies. I'm going to go to that concert at Comic-Con. Diane, you're going too, I'm sure. Diana, but when he was on Transformers, I didn't really connect with him like that because we just didn't cover. But I really got to know him, and he's great. The transparency is to me 5 whiskeys. No matter what they show me, the fact that he's being what Dan Yoon was, Steve O's or WWE. He's connecting with fans and being transparent. Maybe he should say what Dan Yoon says and say, he's no MCU figures this week. Keep your expectations low. Maybe that would have helped and say, hey, you guys are going to kind of have a feeling of what's coming out this week. Enjoy it. Keep your expectations low. Maybe it doesn't have to go that way. We still want to be excited, but he's doing a great job. I think he's killing it. Dan Larson, I kind of feel for him because he's used to reading copy and he does a lot of kind of the similar videos to what you do, Mark, amazing docu-style stuff. Obviously, he's a super celebrity in this YouTube space, right? And he's done a great job with his brand, but he looks a little uncomfortable because he's great on camera. He's got a great presence and everything, but he has to be off the cuff, and maybe his strength is reading copy. Maybe he's afraid of saying too much. Last week he was saying he wasn't a big fan of Hooded Cobra Commander, and there was a lot of comments about that. And then I don't know when I heard they were shooting all this at the same time. I don't really know the story, but maybe if he reads that, he's gonna just be chill and not give too many opinions and kind of keep it business-like. He's in a bad spot, I think. But he's it's good they brought someone to bounce off Ben. To give someone to bounce off with Ben. You know what I mean? Better than just Ben probably just talking through the camera.
But the other thing we have to keep in mind too is we for 6 years, we were used to that rock star dynamic that Tony and Lenny had, and the energy that Emily would bring, and they just had this thing, and it was this enthusiasm and fun, and it doesn't mean that these guys aren't good. I like BMAC and Dan, but it's just a different vibe, and it's an adjustment. We have to make the shift. It's different,
Yeah, and I think the other thing is let's face facts. I mean, it's we have channels that are about G.I. Joe classified. There's not a lot to talk about. We gotta talk about what, and we gotta be honest. You know what I mean? So. I'm I'm commenting. I thought they were a little. I don't mean it to be mean because I like both of them a lot. Actually, really big fan.
It's constructive criticism. We're also, if you're a YouTuber, there's different kind of YouTubers, and it's okay to be a critic. You know what I mean? Everyone's afraid to say the wrong thing and say stuff. It's good to just be real. I think Lenny and Tony appreciated that. I would see them at Comic-Con. And they'd be like, "Uh-oh, here he comes," in a fun way. They don't. At the end of the day, those guys killed it in the line. So if I gave something 3 out of 5, are they gonna block me and never talk to me again? No, they had thick skin. They joked with me. I'd sit and have a drink with them at the bar and be like, I kind of wish you did this. And then most of the answers were I wanted to too. But it's always the budget. 90% of the time is I wanted to give Alpine a backpack, but my boss said I couldn't, and I wanted to give it to you for $26. So I was I did a whole show about how the fucking guy didn't have a backpack. You know what I mean? Because we need something to talk about. It doesn't mean these guys are amazing at what they do, but we can be critical. We don't have to agree and go with get along and do everything they say. Agree with it. We can say, hey, you know what? We wish we had a tease. We're not asking for a fucking USS Flag today. Right. Give us a tease. Hey, we have a made-to-order vehicle coming. Get ready. That's it. Say something to get us excited for week 3. Yeah, there wasn't anything.
You know what though, and one of the things I want to point out, Trav, is that the difference between constructive criticism and being mean is that with constructive criticism, you're talking about the product, a lack of a backpack, or what you had wanted for some item that it didn't come through, or a certain performance element, not taking personal digs at how someone, their voice or their looks or whatever, which some YouTubers do go to that, and I think that's completely unnecessary.
100%.
Like, just leave it alone. Like that's
bullshit.
That's crossing a line.
And at the same rate, I won't even or trash other YouTubers for being positive. They have a place here. There's people who these are toys. At the end of the day, the famous Dreadnought Ryan, like, guys, what the fuck? These are toys. Like, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? It's like, these are toys, but we do take it serious. We spend a lot of time, hours, barely making any money on YouTube to talk about this. So we are going to share open opinions. It doesn't always have to be A++, rainbows and unicorns, but there are channels that are like that, and that's okay. That's what they do. But when you shouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, it's cool to have your opinion, but you shouldn't attack like other people too. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, as long as you respect everyone's opinion, you can be different. You can agree with everything and you can hate shit, but you know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't put someone on a blacklist for interviews because they are honest, or whatever, right?
Yeah,
like,
I agree. Yeah. I mean, ultimately, when you do a YouTube channel, it's your personality. And if your personality, like, I think Chris for the Full Force is very much, he gets the access to Hasbro and he's a nice guy. But I think and I like him. I'm a big fan.
He's enthusiastic.
So we understand. I think it's just his personality. He just really likes a lot of stuff.
He is a super nice guy.
I talk a lot of shit about stuff because that's my personality,
right?
But in a nice way. It doesn't mean, but I like him and I think he does good stuff.
Yeah, he does have his. I think, and this is not about him specifically, but I want to give him love because he does have more opinions than you think. I've seen other people review toys and never say anything bad, and he'll be like, "I wish they did this," or he'll be like, he talked about the photography. He thought he went hard on that photography on his show yesterday. He's like, I think this was shot with a phone. Like, that's as critical as we've been tonight. But he is such a nice guy and he has access and stuff like that. It does get overshadowed that he can be fair and not agree with everything too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think I don't the people who agree with absolutely everything. I don't think I listen to them. So because that seems
there
really
are
boring.
some people that do that because and then you see them, they get the interviews all the time. But look, so week 3, quick predictions. Look, we did get renders for Dusty and Sandstorm and Avalanche Response, so we know their pre-orders next week, unless something crazy, there's something happens in the system, or you know what I mean. Like more than likely, they are pre-orders next week. And then more than likely, we have no wave coming out because the newest wave is getting ready to ship down. The Don Moreno wave, right? The Sundown and Hydro Viper and Overkill and who else? Who else is on that wave? Overkill, Sundown.
Oh, Sundown, Overkill.
Hydro Viper, Don Moreno, missing one.
It all blurs together for me. Once they're out, it's a blur.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's getting ready to ship, which means we have no wave in the pipeline except the one they're going to talk about next week. So what do you know about that, Dimsa? We the Rugged Duke, which we know isn't Energon yet, not this year. Iceberg, right?
Yeah.
Viper.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Toxo Viper. We should be seeing
Mistress Armada.
Mistress Armada,
And an all new character. It's in the system as an all new character.
That's exciting.
Nobody knows that, I don't think.
Yeah, no, that's really exciting.
Maybe one person, but we don't. But we don't know. But that has got to be the wave that's revealed next week, so we can pre-order it in week 4.
Oh,
but do you have any other predictions for week 3 before we even talk about week 4? Either one of you, but I'll let you go first, Mark.
I think I don't really know what's coming because I would hope, but I think I'm probably wrong. Like I think we're going to see Flash because it just makes sense that we see Flash.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Yeah, I think we'll see Flash. I think maybe honestly, it's sort of feeling like we're just going to see things we've already heard about, and we're going to get, just the same. We're going to get everything we've heard, exactly what, and there'll be no real reveals. I'm going to be disappointed if there's not a vehicle. I think they need to put out some sort of new vehicle.
Ooh. But do you mean for Yojo June in general, or just week 3? If you want, we can get to week 4. So what about week? God, just stay with it, and I'll get to Paul. How about week 4? Week 3, more than likely renders for the next wave, and then those pre-orders. Do you see enough room for a vehicle, or do you see another quickie like 15-20 minute week 3? Maybe they talk Super 7 Reaction Plus. They got to get their partners in there too.
Yeah, right? They might. I think we're gonna be. I think it might be disappointing.
A little bit. Well, if we get the whole wave render, it might not be that bad.
Yeah. I don't know. I have no idea.
All right. What about for the end of the year, like the end of Yojo, the whole Yojo? I'll go to Paul right now, and I'll go back to you. How about you, Paul? What do you think we got for week 3 and 4? If you, or
Yeah, I mean, next week I'm expecting to see some renders. Some of the name drops the name only reveals we've had. I think
airtight. Thank you.
We'll get some more renders. But also, I kind of have like this. I mean, I'm not alone in this, but I would love to have something like the Fang or the Skyhawk or something like that. A small, because you're talking about you're talking about small vehicle or vehicles in general.
Yeah.
But give us something small like that. One of these things that we should have had by now. We're 6 years deep, and it's ridiculous we don't have a Skyhawk or a Fang. Give us something like that. Surprise us. I mean, and based on what how this week went, it can only go up. So next week is going to be better, no matter what.
Yeah, I agree. Next week will be better. Oh, we also Tomb Raider. We know they did the announcement, but do you think we see a render for Tomb Raider here, or they save the render for Comic-Con, which would be the pre-order for New York? I mean, Tomb Raider feels like a Comic-Con thing anyway, right?
Yeah,
maybe the game is there for people to play, and you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think about it. I don't think it's going to be.
Yeah, I think it's too soon for that one.
She's not a Joe character anyway.
Yeah, it's a little outside of the.
Yeah. And there's a 2-pack, and did you talk about that 2-pack as part of the leaks? The Ninja Force, Snake Eyes, and Jinx. Is that part of the leaks?
No.
That's supposedly a Ninja Force Target 2-pack.
Okay,
but that would be Geek Out or whatever anyway. So it would be Fall Geek Out.
Oh yay! Another Snake Eyes. Thank you. And then.
Come on. That one's like blue and silly with the pink weapons and shit, right?
Oh God, I'm not feeling that one. At least give us like, what's the other guy? What's the other dude? Not Shebang, but Dojo. At least give us Dojo. You know what I mean? Give us a Ninja Force guy, and not another Jinx or something.
Told you, year of the repaints though. You're gonna get your green Jinx.
Yeah,
and
they gotta cut that shit.
Sky blue. Look. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what we said. Snake Eye and wait, where's the comment I want to put? Wow, this chat's amazing tonight. I love you guys. Please like. Spy Kids crossover. That I hope that never happens. Let's see. There's a lot of like people fighting in the chat. You made it when people
fighting. By the way, shut the fuck
when
up.
People argue in the chat. You've made it. I'm kidding. I made shit. I haven't even made my bed.
Can we stop with the fighting? I don't know. People are being kind of rude. To
the thing is, I see a comment and then I forget. Let's go. All right, here we go. I'll just go in order of what I saved. Can Mark go over which one to leak? Yeah. Can you do whatever we haven't talked about tonight?
A person in the chat has mentioned that they think the Triple T is coming. So I think the Triple T is coming within the next 2 weeks.
Ooh, you do. Okay.
Person in the chat said it, and the person in the chat might know a lot. So
all right.
What was in the list? So in the leaks the thing is the leaks, what's left is pretty much all vehicles, and they really just don't seem to be making vehicles. So even though like the leaks were really accurate up till now, I do feel like maybe they're going to stop being accurate. and that maybe it is that they plan to do vehicles and then they've just decided they're not financially viable. But what I've heard is we're getting the water moccasin. I've heard that we're getting the triple T, and then I've heard that we're getting the Thunder Machine.
The Mauler. The Mauler.
I have not heard that we're getting the Mauler. You made that up.
Hey, right here, you heard it first. Dempsey confirmed the Mauler, so my thumbnail from last week was correct. No, but say that
Muskrat.
Again. So Muskrat, Triple T, and the Thunder Machine.
Oh, and then I heard, and they also said there's some sort of dreadnought trike or bicycle.
Trike. Yeah. Okay.
So
now, I remember your video now. Okay, cool.
So there's a lot of vehicles, but that doesn't really add up because it doesn't seem like they want to do any vehicles at all.
Well,
that aren't
I mean, we got 2 of them today. I mean, yesterday.
We got repaint.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I think the fact that we are not getting a HasLab this year might lend some credence to the idea that the vehicles are coming, and they're sort of maybe being like, hey, let's give their wallets a break. We're going to have a made-to-order Thunder Machine. We're going to have a made-to-order Moccasin. We're going to have this, the trike. Maybe they're taking a step back from HasLab so that to make more room for made-to-order stuff. I think it would be a good move.
I did hear they were going to do a made-to-order.
I heard there were going to be 2.
They weren't. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So that would be great. I think that's the way to go. I think if they do that, I'll be thrilled.
Right, because Marvel Legends has done 3 in a row now, right? They done Mephisto, Apocalypse, and Dragon Man. And am I forgetting any other made to order that Marvel Legends has done? Is that the 3? We have Dragon Man.
There was did you say the Sentinel?
I got Sentinel 97.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
I got excited.
That's okay. No, man. Definitely.
We both said it. Oh, yeah. So we got 2 made to orders already, and they're both awesome. I mean, the Dragon Man was like figure of the year, nominee. The Sentinel's cool if you collect the cartoon stuff, and Mephisto looks amazing with that throne. And Apocalypse, we don't really need another one, but it's a big boy with lots of stuff. So, and it's it's a popular cartoon. We got the new one. So, man, we haven't even gotten. We only got the Arctic Hiss. That's the only made to order, right?
That's what. Yeah, I think
there's room for more. Yeah,
absolutely. And who knows? Maybe they're moving that way where they're going to be like, oh, well, you know what? Let's just do them all made to order, and maybe we don't get HasLabs. That's kind of crazy because I don't know if I could. I mean, would they do a freaking hydrofoil as a made to order? That kind of feels like it has to be a HasLab.
Too big. We talked about the Moray forever, but now I think that's a pause.
I don't think I understand the made to order and what it even how it works. That'd be stupid, but
so instead of pricing something out with stretch goals and having to reach tiers, you just kind of open up the one thing I don't understand though is they open up the made to order pre-order and they say it's open for 4 to 6 weeks or whatever it is, right? But we don't take your money. So I'm okay with that, but it doesn't make sense because isn't the whole point of you take the money so you can make something that's not a regular pre-order through Walmart, or you know what I mean? But you're saying that you do a made to order, then that can cancel? Like what's the, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, right. I never understood that part, that I need someone in marketing or finance to break that down to me.
I'll tell you though, I've been complaining tonight about this whole live stream that this week. If they do any made to order, I'm not going to complain. That will be a redemption, and I'm I'm not always complaining about it. It's just this was shitty. I'm sorry, this is a shitty week.
And I didn't give my whiskey score yet. I'm gonna give you. We had two whiskeys for you, 2.5 for Paul. I'm gonna be a nice guy and be a shill, and the shill of all the universe. I'm gonna include the comics interview because I like the Energon universe. And I'll give it a 3 if you include the half hour, because I really like that conversation. That was better than last year's, and I thought they tied classified with it. Last year was tell me the story about the comic, and if you don't tie in the toys with it, even though the designs are there, and you just tell the story, people are going to tune out. But this one, they were so inspired by the toys the whole time they're talking about their story in the Dreadnought War.
It was a good interview. For sure.
I liked it a lot. And then, the HAL is amazing. The stuff's amazing, but no surprises really Yeah, I might go 2.75. All that, not a 3. 2.75. I'll go higher than you guys. On the face of the program, I got a smile for the.
That's fair. Hey, and San Diego's
babies. San Diego's coming. I got to get that interview.
You got to be in good graces.
That was the greatest fan stream of all time. So good. I loved it and fucking killed it. Yeah. All right, let's get to a couple more questions so I can let people go to bed. Do you guys think they will make? No, they're never going to make anything 1/18 scale. That's Super 7. It's independent people. They're not doing any. Since they made Void Rivals figures with Jetfire, I think maybe in Transformers they will.
Yeah.
Right. But we haven't gotten a crossover figure in a while either. Since then, or remember those crossover things like the 1/18 with the O-ring with the trans.
Those are so
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
Those are incredible.
They're great, but we haven't gotten one in a long. Was this Sergeant Slaughter Triple T the last one, or was there one? Thunder Machine. Thunder Machine, Soundwave.
Wasn't there a cup one?
That was earlier. No.
Oh.
The Thunder Machine one was awesome.
No, wait, he was with
Thunder Machine might have been the last one. Soundwave. What happened to the real classified Thunder Machine? I was always saying it had to come, but what I thought was BMAC said, we got a big splash coming for week 1, and it was Cobra Commander with the throne and hooded. I always thought it was Thunder Machine, like we're gonna smack you in the mouth with it, but I'm okay with it being the hooded coat. I think that did what it had to do, and I think it was a big splash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm okay with that replacing made to order. I think now made to order is Comic-Con. If there's no HasLab, you want to drop the bomb there.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's a bummer.
But then here's the thing. When you go to Comic-Con, and Paul, you've been, right, in person?
Tons. Yeah.
When you go to the G.I. Joe display, there's always some centerpiece there. Last year was the Snowcat.
Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah.
It can't be the Snowcat again. I mean, it'll be there, but there's got to be something in the middle.
Yeah.
But it almost feels like you have to announce the Thunder Machine before Comic-Con. So, because what am I going to...
Hopefully, yeah.
What am I going to just go there preview night and go, oh, whoa, the Thunder Machine's here? Like, I don't know if they want that kind of coverage. I think they want like an official dropout. They don't want a bunch of people taking pictures in a window at Comic. I don't know. What do you think?
So when they do the made to order, what's the window? Is it 30 days or more? I can't remember. The order window.
I don't know. It's like
because I'm trying to figure out if they finish strong Yojo June in week 4 and they do announce it, and then it's open all the way through Comic-Con to order.
Oh, I like that.
And then it's on display too. They have their display and everything.
Yeah, because they could say put like a sticker. It's a prototype, not official. Because it's way too early. If it's a made to order, it's like going to take not as long as a HasLab, but close, right? So I mean, but we had the Rattler. How long? And I mean, the Snowcat was there last year. What am I saying?
Yeah.
It hasn't come. We're not even getting that.
But again, those were their like the heavy. What is that material? It wasn't like the injection molded plastic. It was the literal prototype.
Oh, for the Snowcat.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was the resin. Resin they do them in. I think is the word.
Resin. Yeah. Okay, 45 days. 30 days. So I'm getting 45 and 30. I think it was 45. What's up, guys? Ryan Daly says. So yeah, you would want to do a centerpiece at Comic-Con, so that way you don't want to go to a booth and it looks the same as last year with the Snowcat. You have to have this. You can't have. I mean, would they have the HAL and Mark II? That's not enough. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you need some center motherfucker in the middle, so people, because Star Wars is gonna have.
Oh yeah,
Millennium, all this shit. Like the Marvel's gonna have the giant shit. Like you need something. You got to steal some shine there. I know it's an off year and stuff, but you got to have a centerpiece. So that makes me think we're gonna get it. I don't know. I don't have leaks. I don't have anything. But
if the order window is 45 days, I'm starting to like that timeline. They make a big announcement. Week 4, Yojo June.
4.
That gets you all the way through July and into August. Yeah.
But holy shit, if we get a week like this, and then in week 4 we get pre-orders for the next wave, and a made-to-order Thunder Machine,
I hope so.
Be
that's
great.
almost overstimulation. We may have to have 3 shows in 3 days. Like, that's too much. I don't know if I could take it because they've done nothing this week. Like, according to Destro, is my spirit animal. But imagine, I don't know, guys. It seems like we're getting too excited.
They've done nothing yet. We've made 2 hours out of it. Here we are.
It is. All right. One more thing. Diana, sorry you got to deal with people in the chat. But is Rugged Duke? No, I guess from everything we heard, it's not Energon, but they did talk about it. I'm sure you saw the interview. You like helping them out with the Energon stuff, but they did say that they're hoping that they heard us. They want the Energon figures coming. So yeah, sometime in the future.
Nice.
Right. So cool. I think we're good, guys. Under 2 hours. I like it. You got anything else you want to talk about, Mark, about anything before we get going?
No, like if they are doing made to orders, anything's on the table, the Triple T, Water Moccasin, or Thunder Machine. It could be any one of those 3. So that would be, all those would be awesome. I mean, Triple T is like my least favorite of the 3, but
Same.
I think, whatever. If it's the Water Moccasin or Thunder Machine, it'll be a win for Yojo June. It'll be a great. I won't complain. I mean, having 1 week that's kind of lame is not bad.
Yeah. So it might be 2 lame weeks. Well, it can't be a lame week if we get renders for all 5 of those figures that we are in the wave. They're already in the system.
Oh,
so they have to. So we have no other wave. So it has to come. So brighter days ahead. Our whiskeys will get higher. So don't get mad at us. Week 3 and week 4. We're smiling for the camera. We want those interviews that come. We want to shake hands and kiss babies and see unicorns and stuff. All right, guys. It's been a blast, but I do want to shout out one thing. Dimsa, you got a new video up, and Hector Ramirez. I mean, you got him right here. I mean, he's in the building right here. I mean, geez, just should have wore a suit. He's turned Cobra though. He's gone full Cobra. Yeah, who's under the hood now. Hooded Cobra Commander is this guy, Hector Ramirez. Yeah, look at that. It's like 1-to-1. Fucking
it really.
I need my microphone.
Yeah. So talk about this video you just threw up today, right?
Yeah, just put this up today, and it gets into how he connects all the Hasbro properties and shows all of his appearances, which are really pretty funny. And like he actually was connected to My Little Pony almost.
Wow.
So Buzz Dixon tells a story about how he wanted to put in the My Little Pony movie, the ponies needed to go and get help, and the first person they were going to talk to was Optimus Prime. And the second person they were going to talk to is Shipwreck, who is shit-faced. So, yeah, it's good stuff. Oh,
that's awesome. Very cool. All right. Where can they find you for those not familiar with the Dimsa verse?
Oh, yeah. Destro is my spirit animal on YouTube. Put out several videos a week. And on Monday nights, we do a live stream. So,
killing it. There you go. Cool. Even though that guy was bad-mouthing your Monday nights the whole time, and you're like, oh, that's my drinking buddy. I'm like, man, you got some friends there. He
comes to bad-mouths me. It's all good. It's all love, man.
I got friends in lonely place. All right. Hellageek, welcome back, man. It was good to chat with you. It was a lot of fun having you back at Attack 'em. So,
good to be back.
Yeah, tell everybody what you got going on and where they can find you.
Yeah, so I'm at Hellageek. That's my channel on YouTube. Got a lot of Joe stuff, some DC stuff if you're into Batman stuff. Hellageek Insta on the gram. If you're interested in any of my stuff that I do in the entertainment industry, I have another channel. That's Paul Galliano channel. As a matter of fact, that's what's going to be keeping me busy coming up, is because we just finished the Emmys FYC season and the ballots are opening up. So I'm going to be voting on all the Emmys stuff coming up. That's going to take a lot. But I do want to say one thing about Hector Ramirez. The most famous G.I. Joe episode he was on was the one called 20 Questions. And if you go back and watch it, it's really funny because Shipwreck is flying Hector and his Arnold, I think, is the assistant or something or whatever, and he's flying them around in a Dragonfly, and Arnold is just on his case. He's got like a hard on for the GI Joes and to like tear them down, and at one point, he's talking shit, and Shipwreck is like, "Get out of my face," and punches Arnold in the face. But it's revealed later in the episode that Arnold was the Baroness in disguise. So he just punched. The Baroness. He socked her right in the face.
Oh, no.
That cracks me up when I think about that.
Yeah.
That's my Hector Ramirez piece.
Gotcha.
Good stuff.
Thank
Good
you,
stuff.
Gypsy. Not too late to hit that like. Yeah, there was a lot to love and a lot to like on this show tonight. You guys were great. I'm just here to hang and moderate. So thank you guys so much for doing G.I. Joe Week 2. We love you, Hasbro. Please don't blacklist us. But yeah, good stuff. Fun show, lots of stuff. And Dimsa, welcome back. Thanks for having us. And Hellageek, we'll see you soon too. All right. So stay tuned. We'll be back for Toy Kind of Mood next week, covering Yojo June Week 3 on Thursday again. So Wednesday there will be 7,500 live streams. Thursday will be 1. So just watch us on Thursday next week, and that'll be good. Actually, one last thing, Moody. I know you can spring for 1080. We survived Best Western Wi-Fi today. I'm in a hotel. You can tell by that luxurious San Diego ocean background I had earlier. Yeah, I went down to 720, so we survived and we made it, Paul. You didn't have to host today. Thank God for that. What a fucking shit show. All right, guys. 2 hours. Been a blast. We'll see you next week.
All right.
Peace.